Garmin inReach Mini, the phone app sucks and no USB-C. Hoka Speedgoat 4s, not durable enough. Katadyn B-Free, clogged way too easily. Vargo trowel, too heavy. Frogg Toggs rain gear, not durable enough. For 2022, I'm replacing these 5 gear items with brand new options that address the issues I had. I love Frogg Toggs rain gear. It's lightweight and affordable, but I usually only get 1 or 2 years of it before it starts to fall apart. I'm hoping that the Enlighten Equipment Visp is more durable and lasts longer. While being significantly more expensive, in addition to durability, there's a couple of features that the Visp has that I'm really excited about. The first thing is that it's way more breathable than the Frogg Toggs. I've been out on some pretty active hikes while wearing the jacket, and I noticed how much less hot and sweaty I was getting in the Visp compared to the Frogg Toggs. In addition, if you start getting really warm, the Visp has armpit vents, which is really nice. You can just open those up and dump a lot of heat. There's no substitute for mechanical ventilation. My tried and true trowel, the Vargo Dig Dig, is solid. This thing could cut through concrete, but its beastliness also makes it very heavy. In steps the Bogler trowel. It has all the features I like about the Dig Dig: ergonomic grip, good size, serrated edges for cutting through roots, but in a much lighter package. And it's not that I dislike the Vargo Dig Dig or any of the gear that we're talking about today. It's just that I may have found something that is a little bit better and addresses some issues for the priorities that I have with gear. I love a fast filter, and the Katadyn B-Free is the undisputed fastest filter in the world. Trust me, I tested all of them, but it has issues with clogging up and slowing down while on trail, and once it's dead, there's no reviving it. The Platypus Quick Draw is almost as fast as the B-Free and has some features that, in my opinion, make it a better filter overall. First up is the ability to backflush the filter. You can use a water ball to push water through the input end of the filter, and then it cleans out the filter really nicely. It also has increased durability. The B-Free filter membranes are pretty exposed to damage, whereas the Quick Draw membranes are nice and enclosed in a durable package. The caps on both ends of the Quick Draw are really nice as well. You have a flip cap at the output end and then a screw cap at the input end. And this is really nice for storing the filter without drips, especially if you're having to bring it into your sleeping bag or quilt overnight in order to help prevent it from freezing. The Quick Draw also has a wide compatibility with water bottles and bladder screw threads, whereas the B-Free is not as compatible with water bottles and other bladders. I'd like to thank Garage Grown Gear for sponsoring today's video. I did a poll on my community tab recently asking you what your favorite online store was, and only 11% of you said Garage Grown Gear, whereas 23% said Amazon. If you're unfamiliar with Garage Grown Gear, definitely check them out at the link in the video description. They're way better than Amazon. They carry a bunch of cottage manufacturer gear that you can't get in stock anywhere else, and they recently started carrying my favorite toothpaste tab in cinnamon flavor. Over the last couple of years, Garage Grown Gear has become my favorite and go-to online store for buying backpacking and camping gear, so definitely go check them out. I use the Hoka Speedgoat 4s. Fun fact, they dropped the One One from their name for the entirety of my 1,200 kilometer through hike of the Great Divide Trail this past summer. They're one of my favorite pieces of gear and a big reason why I was able to successfully complete that trail. This spring, Hoka introduced the 5th iteration of the Speedgoat, and I have over 100 miles on them so far. So far, I'm really liking the Speedgoat 5s. There's a couple quirks that I'm a little bit unsure of, like the flared heel tab here, but Hoka mostly addressed the issues I had with the Speedgoat 4, like durability in the heel, as well as making the forefoot a little stretchier so that it could accommodate wider feet. Like with the Speedgoat 4s, the Speedgoat 5s are going to be my go-to shoe for long trail runs and hikes where I really want to cushion my foot. And I'm really curious to see how the new upper design holds up for durability with the Speedgoat 5 compared to the Speedgoat 4. My replacement for the inReach Mini 1 is the inReach Mini 2. And I'm gonna start off by saying if you already have an inReach Mini 1, it's probably not worth upgrading to the inReach Mini 2 unless you get a really good price on it. But I'm really liking the upgrades with the inReach Mini 2, including it having a USB-C port instead of micro USB. Most of my devices these days are using USB-C, so it's really nice not to have to carry around another cord and attachment. As well, the battery life is significantly improved on the inReach Mini 2. With the inReach Mini 1, I would not be able to get 7 days of battery life with consistent usage, whereas with the inReach Mini 2, with the improvements to battery life, I get over 7 days. If you want to see some of the new gear that's been dropping in 2022, go check out this video right up there. Some of the gear hasn't even hit stores yet, and I share my first impressions with how the gear has been performing for me so far.